Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are jumping straight into a market that is it's completely changing global commerce.
It really is.
You asked us to unpack cross-border e-commerce, and the numbers are, frankly, staggering. We're looking at a jump from about $2.8 trillion to over $16 trillion by 2032.
And that's not just growth. It's a total shift in the logic of retail.
So what's our mission for this deep dive?
It's to get you up to speed on that new logic. And the big story, really, is the rise of the micro-multinational.
Right. Any small business with a Shopify account can suddenly go global.
Exactly. Platforms like Shopify, Stripe, they make the selling part easy. But, and this is the key, that doesn't get rid of the complexity. You still got regulations, logistics, tax.
All the hard stuff.
All the hard stuff. And that's where the real winners separate themselves.
Okay, so let's start with the business models. Everyone throws around the term DTC, direct-to-consumer, which is basically all about cutting out the middleman, right? But where is the actual strategic advantage? Doesn't it just create a massive customer service burden?
You'd think so. And yes, service is part of it. But the real pivot, the real edge, isn't just the profit margin. It's control. Absolute control.
Control over what, specifically?
Over first-party data. When brands like, say, Warby Parker or Glossier sell directly to you, they own your data.
Okay.
And that data becomes this competitive wall they can build. They know exactly what you buy, what you look at, and they use that to iterate their products and marketing.
So if the old resellers are fading, who's filling that space? Our sources kept pointing to the aggregator model, like List.
Ah, yes. List is fascinating, especially for high-end goods. It's sort of a search and discovery engine on steroids.
But they don't hold any inventory. So how do they pull off this seamless experience with, what, thousands of brands?
So they aggregate over 12,000 brands using these things called structured product feeds. Think of it as a giant master list.
A virtual inventory.
A massive virtual inventory. And they make their money from affiliate commission, sometimes up to a pretty steep 16%. But the real magic is their universal cart.
Which, as a shopper, I can tell you is a game changer. No one wants to check out from 6 different websites.
Exactly. That's the pain point they solve. Instead of clicking away and maybe abandoning the purchase, you buy everything in one transaction right there on List.
And that's programmatic commerce.
That's it. The system handles all the complex logic of paying out multiple different sellers in the background. It's a huge conversion booster.
Let's switch from the digital to the physical, the e-bike market. We have the story of Jetson as a kind of warning.
A big warning. Jetson went all in on the low-cost distributor model, selling through mass channels like Costco.
But it went wrong.
They focused only on cost. So heavy steel parts, batteries you couldn't remove, that sort of thing. But they totally failed on service.
So if your bike broke,
you were basically out of luck. And that created what we call brand asset liability. The brand name itself becomes a warning to new buyers.
So what's the alternative that works?
The Sidekick hybrid model. They go premium, 100,000-mile tests, lifetime warranties. Service is their competitive moat.
And what makes it hybrid?
It's brilliant. They keep their high-margin DTC site, but they also go out and recruit a network of offline dealers and service stations.
Ah, so they solve the biggest problem for a big, bulky item. Where do you get it fixed?
Precisely. It's a physical moat that a pure online seller just can't cross.
Okay, a physical moat. What about a digital financial moat? We're seeing high customer acquisition costs, CAC, pushing everyone towards subscriptions.
Yeah, LTV, lifetime value, is the name of the game. You have to lock in that revenue, whether it's replenishment, like Vital Proteins, or curation, like Birchbox.
Or access, like Amazon Prime.
Right. It's all about retention. But getting that customer in the first place, especially across borders, brings us back to tech.
And to the operative secret weapon, SEO tools. Why are they so critical here?
Because search is intensely local. If you're an operator in Shanghai, you can't just Google something and expect to see what a customer in Munich sees. The results are totally different.
And that's where you need to check things like your Heffring tags.
Right. You have to. Those are the little code snippets that tell Google, show this German page to users in Germany. And you can't verify them without the right tools.
So what's the pro tip here?
Ahrefs has an SEO toolbar with a local search simulator. It lets you see the search results for any city or country without a VPN. It's a huge time saver.
That is a great hack.
Another one is getting a Chrome extension that forces Google to show 100 results per page. Just speeds up competitive research so much.
So to pull this all together, our deep dive suggests the future of cross-border e-commerce isn't about just buying low and selling high anymore.
Not at all. It belongs to either these highly differentiated DTC brands with real localized service networks like Sidekick, or the data hoarding aggregators, like List. Technology just keeps raising the bar for execution.
So here's the final thought for you to take away. If technology makes the selling part easy and localized service builds a moat for physical goods, does the ultimate competitive advantage now lie somewhere else entirely? Maybe in mastering the incredibly complex, localized legal and tax fine print in every single market you enter. That seems to be the new frontier for every micro multinational.